Good lord.
Come with you.
I can't fight all three. There's no way. I'll get murdered. I need to try to break them up. Here we go. One-on-one. Perfect. There we go. Can't imagine how long it must take to like kill like the orb in the undead crypt. That's got to be like so many waves because that orb's probably got to have a ton of HP. Yeah, I'd buy the sequel. Honestly, I would pay for... Honestly, I'd buy the sequel no matter what. I mean, because I don't even have it on PlayStation 2, right? So they got me right where they want me. I wouldn't be able to... No matter what they price it at, maybe $60 I won't buy it. But really, they could probably charge someone like me. You could probably get me for 50 bucks. I mean, I'm still gonna cry about it, but I will buy it. Just because it's so expensive to buy on PS2 right now, and if you're gonna port it over and improve the graphics, because the problem that I have is I still have my Dark Alliance for PlayStation 1, but playing it on these newer TVs, you know how you try to play your old PS2 on these newer TVs, and if you don't have the converter for it, the graphics look hideous. It looks really like blocky and smudgy. So that's why I bought this one when it came out. So if they release Dark Alliance 2 so that we can play it on current TVs, on current consoles and all that, then I'll probably buy it for 50. I mean, that's as high as I'm willing to go. But that would be price gouging. I still feel like that would be price gouging us. And I feel like this one should have been 20 bucks. I mean, I think 30 is a little bit too much. But like, I'd be real interested to see how many people, how many new players they got to buy this game for 30 bucks, or if it was just nostalgia. You know, if they just got, you know, people, returning players and players who remember this from their childhood who bought it. I just, you know, I feel like you'd have a hard time getting somebody who missed the window, basically. You know, they were too young at the time or just never got around to playing it. It'd be tough to get somebody like that to buy this for $30, I think. Man, these guys are too busy running to even attack me. I guess that's a good thing because I can't seem to hit them either. Oh my goodness. Like I said, guys, I'm just gonna go as long as I can on this, and then I'm gonna do an extreme mode with a properly leveled character. So, oh, that worked out for me. So I think Right now, I'm gonna be doing this again on, I think, Wednesday night or Thursday night. I have to check my stream schedule. So on the off chance that anyone wants to see more of this, go back on Thursday after tonight. I will be continuing this, at least one more part, but I'm just gonna take it part by part right now, and at some point I'm gonna have enough. My sanity is gonna have enough. And then I'll just do a proper extreme playthrough. Man, I should have gone. I need a new weapon, but I don't have a recall. And this is all my fault. And now I'm just suffering. Okay. Brief pause there in the action. At least their damage doesn't spike. For some reason, these guys, these javelin throwers or whatever, they're probably spear throwers. Their damage is consistent. It's steady. It doesn't, like, they don't do critical hits or anything. So whatever you take, you don't have to worry about it suddenly spiking and you getting one-shotted from out of nowhere. Like, you can pretty much expect the damage to be the same all the way across. I don't even think their damage is scaled up at all. Ooh, padded gloves. Oh, I already have scale gloves. I really need a weapon drop. I feel like any weapon drop on extreme right now would be way better than what I have. It would just take me up a tier. Yeah, I hated the orb fight. The orb fight was like the worst. I mean, I'm trying to think if there was one of the other boss battles. I still think it's a good boss battle. But I think when I first started playing it, you know, I didn't realize that you have to continuously deal damage to it when it comes down. So I think on my first or second attempt, maybe my first and my second attempt, I thought that you just had to fight waves, you know, because I was like 13. So I was like, okay, I have to fight the waves. The health never went down, and then I realized that I have to fight the orb. You have to deal damage to the orb, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. Okay, critical hit I think is what I want. I think I want critical hit and regen, right? I mean, increase my chances of dealing damage because I deal no damage, and I want to get my health to restore. Now, which one do I want more right now? I think I want to max this out. Can't see the rat. Is it dead? Okay, it's dead. Naked Cobalt. It's worse than a bloated rat. Is a naked Cobalt charging at you in nothing but its boots. It's got boots. It's got its little boots on. It's got a little hatchet, and it is naked as the day it was born. Terrifying. can't hit. I have no hit. It's terrible. Oh, so demoralizing. It's just like playing a board game. You know, you have your character, he's all decked out and stuff, and then you roll your dice and you just miss. You know? It's the worst feeling in the world. It doesn't matter what level you are, it doesn't matter how much damage you do, how optimized your build is. You miss. That's it. You missed. It's all for nothing. It's so demoralizing. I can't see this guy, I'm telling you. He's not as bad as the other guy, because he at least has some clothes on, but... So I can see the little red. Alright, there we go. I still don't have a recall. So I'm really putting myself in a bind here, because if I don't get one, I'm just going deeper and deeper.
With you.
2 criticals, alright. That's what I like to see. Oh, good lord. Oh, 3 of them. Nope. We're not doing 3. We can't do 3. Best I can do is 2 kobolds. That's my Baldur's Gate meme right there from Pawn Stars. Best I can do is 2 kobolds. No more. Can't do any more than that. Oh. Amulet of Constitution plus 3? From 99 health to 105. Look at that. It seems like he has fur, like he's got like I always thought he has like, it's got like a big patch of fur going down his back and like down his tail. I don't think they're reptilian. They kind of look like, they look more rat-like or ape-like. Their sound effects definitely don't match. Oh my god, 4. You guys are really gonna fucking throw 4 at me? Sadistic. This game is sadistic. Oh, you're gonna have higher attack speed than me. Okay. Our quest for a recall potion continues. Will we ever find one? Is it out there? Does it exist? Somewhere. Oh, I thought that was new gear. Got excited for a second. I was trying to explain this to like my coworker in the morning, and you know, trying to explain what I was doing with this run, what I was trying to do, and he's like, yeah, he's like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting, you know. I was like, yeah, you know, it's just to see how far you can get. And, you know, there's a little bit of appeal with the gear that you get because, you know, he doesn't play rogue-like games, but I was trying to explain to him the concept of, you know, you kind of have to make do with whatever you get, right? And you just try to push it as far as you can. And he's like, he says, oh yeah, I'll try that. You know, that sounds cool. Maybe I'll try that. I'll give that a shot or something. Because he's got the game also. But he just, you know, he bought it, played it. Just played it real quick, and that was it. He's like, oh, that sounds like an interesting idea. Maybe I'll try that. And I was like, do not. I was like, no, you're better off not trying it. You know? I said, because, sounding interesting is probably the best thing about it. But, you know, don't even try it. Even me after I started it, I was like, this is probably not a good idea. Yeah, should probably just import a normal character. I think I was just trying to make it sound cool, you know, when I was telling him about it, but it's kind of like when you go to the doctor or something and your doctor's like, well, you know, I have to recommend this right now because this is kind of what they're pushing. Like, I have a family member, she's a nurse, but then they pull you off to the side and they're like, listen, I know everything I had to say to you, you know, I told you guys all this, but as your family member, as your close friend, I do not recommend this. Do not do this. You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh, but you were just, no. Forget what I said. Don't do this. Just don't. You know? That's kind of how it was. I mean, if the enemies weren't so tanky, it would be a lot better. Or if you didn't miss. So if you didn't miss so much, or if the enemies weren't so tanky. I feel like pick one or the other, but you can't have both. You can't have tanky enemies that you also can't hit. Because to me it feels like every time I start to get comfortable, I have a very bad sequence where I miss. And it takes me like 40 seconds to kill one enemy. And that really gets under my skin. Because I'm just going and going and going, and nothing's happening. I really hope I can get a new weapon. I need a new weapon here. Oh, my lord, there's 3 more. Whew. I'm glad I brewed a whole pot of coffee. You know what, Church? You brought up a good thing about the orb, a good point. Now I'm wondering if I did make it to the orb. I wonder how long it would take me to kill the orb. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like it could take a long time. An hour, maybe? Wow, look at this guy. He never stopped running. He ran all the way out of the room, across the sewer. He's determined to get away. One potion left. Shit. I will tell you guys, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, please consider following. I just started up this channel, so got a lot more ARPGs in store. But for right now, it's Baldur's Gate, you know? And hopefully we get Baldur's Gate 2 eventually, but I'm thinking Baldur's Gate, maybe Bard's Tale, the Bard's Tale, the action RPG one, and then go from there. And it's usually ARPGs on Mondays and Wednesdays, or Mondays and Thursdays. And then then I've got some horror games, retro horror games. So right now I'm doing classic Resident Evil 1. I'm doing a hard playthrough on that. Shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I might have to skip these guys. I think I'm just gonna try to pull all the levers. I don't have the potions to take all that attrition right now. Or possibly ever. We can try the bow. Fuck it, let's try the bow. Let's try the bow. If I say it enough, I can convince myself to go through with it. I don't really want to. I feel like it's going to take too long. But... Good lord. Also, I never used ranged. I never used the bow, so it's not going to be the best. Wow, so you're not guaranteed a hit even with the arrows? Is that what I'm seeing? Or am I missing? I mean, I know I'm missing, but I think my arrows are going right through him. And some of them aren't hitting. So... Oh boy. Yeah, that was one. How many arrows did that take? Like 40? Oh boy. Let's see how long it takes this guy. I mean, I know my shots are bad, but some of these are right on the guy's head, and there's no damage numbers coming up. So I had 67 arrows and we're down to the last 10 and I haven't killed the second guy. Okay. 66 arrows to kill the second guy. Oh, my mental faculties. Oh. The arrows will not always be straight, yeah. Well, that makes me feel better. I thought I was just... I thought that was human error. Okay, if I open that door, I have to deal with that guy. The thing is, I need to go back. I don't have a recall. I don't have a recall, and I need to go back. It's risky to push on, but I don't want to take that long, lonely, shameful trek back. So I'm gonna try to create a little safe angle for myself, and then I'm gonna run. I think I can use this and just kind of... This box is too fat. I'm a tanky dwarf. You can't kill me. Yeah, so their damage doesn't go up for some reason. Kind of weird. Maybe because they only use that enemy type for a bit in the game. Those spear throwers. They only appear a few times and that's it. So... I wonder if... Well, no, that must have been a conscious decision because the rats are tougher. So for some reason when they went back, they decided not to increase their damage output. Maybe because it would be too crazy. Who knows, right? I mean, it was 20 years ago. So... Who knows? I'm just thinking maybe in playtesting people were like, hey... This section's too difficult. These guys run you through with their spears before you get close. And they were like, when they got the feedback, they were like, okay, let's nerf the damage that they do. And when they went back to extreme, they were like, okay, let's keep the damage where it was. We don't want to make this section too difficult. You know, we got enough negative feedback on it as it is. I don't know. I can't see this rat, and it's kicking my ass. Is he dead? I jumped out of the water out of fear because I couldn't see him anymore. My health was getting low. Okay, I'm gonna get to high ground. Avoid this killer rat. Okay, there's a bugbear up there. There's 7 to 20. I still need a recall potion. I really regret not buying a recall potion. Would you believe that I had the funds for it and I did not buy it? Okay, I'm just gonna push on. See, I don't have any health potions, right?